Well, welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Today we have big news and big updates from the world of WingHome trail cameras. I've been using WingHome trail cameras for quite some time now. They're model 630M here. If you're familiar with my channel, I'm sure you've seen this before. One of my favorite trail cameras that of all time, of any trail camera I've used. This is easily the top 5, maybe the top 1 or 2 trail cameras. Excellent quality, great price, great battery life, you name it. But today's focus is going to be on their cellular trail camera. This is the model 480 ACE, and I also enjoy this trail camera. But this cellular trail camera has undergone some major changes, some big positive things for you, and we're going to walk through what those changes are, what that's going to mean for you if you're going to buy one, or especially if you already own this trail camera. Let's get into this. So as I mentioned, we're going to be focusing on WingHome cellular trail camera, the 480 ACE. There has been some updates to this camera, and because of that, we're going to be doing a firmware update. That's the software inside of this trail camera. We're going to update that. I'm going to walk you through that process as I go through this process to see how that works. You also have to update your app. The WingHome has a free app that you use in conjunction with this cellular trail camera. You update that app, update the firmware, and you're good to go. Now you might ask, why would you do these updates? What's included in this updates? So let's talk about that for a second. Up to this point, WingHome on their monthly plan used a proprietary type system of coins. They called it coins that you would purchase, and through the use of those coins, you would pay for your monthly dues or your monthly fees for the data that operates cellular trail cameras. That worked fine, but a lot of customers, and maybe even me, complained about not liking that type of system. Again, like I said, it was sort of a proprietary system that they had developed. I liken it to if you walk into an arcade and you're going to play the arcade games, it spits out tickets or tokens. You then take those tokens and you can use it in their store. Certain tokens equal a certain amount. That's the easiest way I could describe their system. They had these coins that you would purchase and then use those coins to do the monthly fees. An extra step there, people complained. WingHome listened, and that is one of the biggest changes. WingHome has introduced different monthly plans now. They actually have an unlimited plan that's going to be available with this update. There's also a free plan. If you are not using your cellular trail camera much at all, and you're less than 100 pictures per month, there's a free plan that's not going to cost you anything. That's exciting news. I'll put a list here of what all the new plans are and exactly how much they're going to cost you. Again, they eliminated the coin system. You just simply purchase your monthly plan, and I believe you may be able to pay for it yearly also and save some additional money. Don't worry if you had coins already in your balance and you were saved those up or had already purchased those coins. Those all are going to be transferred over, and you can use that to pay for your new monthly or yearly fees for the data for this trail camera. So you will not lose those coins. No need to worry about that. WingHome also has a watch party feature. That feature allows you to share your photos and your videos with different people, maybe your friends and family. And you can set up these watch parties. With this new update, those watch party fees have changed, so you can take notice to that on the fee schedule also. But maybe greatest news of all, you want to get your trail camera updated right now, because from right now until the end of August 2021, you're going to get free unlimited data with your WingHome trail camera. So you're going to want to get your trail camera updated and take advantage of that free unlimited data. It's just a thank you from WingHome for doing this update and to help bear through this process as they're listening to their customers and making changes and updating their cameras to make them better. You're in return going to get that free unlimited data until the end of August, so the sooner you get it updated, the longer you get to enjoy that free data. So now with all that said, let's get into what the process is. Of course, you're going to have to physically have your trail camera in front of you. So if you have it at a remote location, you're going to have to retrieve that camera for this one-time update. You're also going to need a computer or a laptop. I have a laptop here. You're going to have to download a file from the laptop or computer onto an SD card, and then you're going to be inserting that SD card into this camera. That's what's going to update the firmware inside of this camera. You're also going to have to update your app on your smartphone. So you're going to have cellular service or Wi-Fi. They also strongly recommend that you have brand new batteries in your trail camera. During this process of this firmware update, if you would run out of power, that could be damaging to the software. You can eliminate that by making sure you have new batteries in it to make this whole process go as smoothly as possible. Again, I'm going to show you as I update my camera here, but if you have trouble, feel free to reach out to WingHome customer service. They're also helping people walk through this process as everybody is updating their trail camera. So no doubt if you were already an existing customer of the WingHome cellular trail camera, you've been getting notifications either through your app or your email or both. I'm going to jump to the laptop here. We're going to look at the email and I'm going to follow this instructions and see how easy this process is. So this is an email that WingHome has sent me. We're going to scroll down here and it has a link for the update. We're going to just simply click on the update now. Here it explains what the update is. I went already over a lot of those details. We're going to click upgrade now. So here we go with step 1, and this is to update to the v2.0 version. Here it gives instructions for Apple and Android. I am an Apple user, so it says you can go into update your app. You can also scan the QR code to update the app. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to open up my camera here, scan that QR code, and that's going to open up the instructions or open up the app to update it. So after you went through the step 1 here, and that is to update the app, you can double check to make sure that went okay. You can go into account here. You can click on about. If you look here, it says WingHome version 2.0, and that's exactly what you want to see. So this update on the app has been successful. We're going to jump on to step 2 in this process. So the next step here, we're going to click on to step 2. It says download the attached files. We're going to download those to our computer. We're going to then transfer those downloaded files onto our SD card. So we're taking the SD card out of this trail camera, putting it into our computer here. It advises to format that SD card, so go ahead and format that SD card before you do any of these file downloads. That's just clearing that SD card out from any other files. That way you know it's clear and you're ready to make this process happen. So on to step 2 here, it says to download both of these files. You simply click on download there. That downloads them onto my computer. In my case, it's in the download section. At this point, you can see the 2 files here. You can highlight them, copy them, and paste them over into that drive, or you can just drag them down and put them into the appropriate drive. Just to double check, I'm going to open up this SD card. You can see here it has the 2 files, and again, you don't want to change their names or alter them in any way. They're now onto this SD card. Let's go back to the WingHome instructions and look what step 3 is. So we got those files over into the SD card. I have the SD card in the camera. That completes step 2. Step 3 here gives us a reminder to have new batteries. You don't want to run out of power during this step. Moving on to step 4. Since the card with them files are in the camera, we're going to turn the camera from off to setup and press and hold the up key. So we have the 3-position switch. We're going to need to go into the setup, which is the middle mode, and then press and hold that up key. As you can see there, you had to hold it for quite some time, but now it says please wait, update firmware, or FW. This could take a minute or 2, the instructions say, but you just want to let this run to load those files. And this is where it was important that you do not lose power during this process. So I'll bring you back whenever this is complete, and then we'll go on to the next step. Oh, there we go. I didn't even have to break away. As you can see, I brought up this menu that says to pick a language, and then we're right back to the original operation guidance, which is what the camera normally had. Well, as you can see, that was a relatively easy process. At this point, it is advised that you would take a sample photo and have it sent with the cellular data to your app. I had to go outside because my signal is so poor in here. I went outside and did that test, sent a test photo, and it came right through, so it is working correctly. The hardest part of this was actually having to go out and fetch the camera to do this update. Well, I hope you found this useful, and you can get your camera updated and take advantage of that free unlimited data until the end of August. I have been hearing of several small issues that people are having with this update, and I want to touch on just a few of those now. Number one is when you put those files onto the SD card and you put the SD card into the camera, it's not going to automatically update. I'm not sure how closely I showed you, but you have to hold that up arrow key. You hold that down while you turn the switch to the setup position. So the on-off switch is going to be off. You press the up key and hold that while you turn the camera up to the setup position. Then that will automatically start that update. You just simply keep holding that up key until you see it says waiting and updating FW will appear. When it does that, you know it's downloading those files. So that's number one. People are simply just putting that SD card in and thinking it's going to automatically do the update. You have to activate that process going through those aforementioned steps. Number two, the files that people are putting on their SD cards, the file name isn't exactly as it's showing in the description there on your email or in the directions that you're following. Make sure the file name is identical. Any variation of that file name, the update will not work correctly. And number three, there are those two files that you have to have. I've been hearing some folks have just simply forgot or have only downloaded one of those two files. You have to have both of those two files onto the SD card when you stick it into that trail camera. So hopefully those tips can help you make this process go as smoothly as possible. If you have any trouble, I'm sure WingHome customer service can help you out. You can access them through the messaging on the app or through the customer service email. If you have any comments or questions for me, please put them down in the comments section. I love hearing from you, and I try really hard to get back to each and every one of you. If you're looking for more information on WingHome products, their cellular, non-cellular trail cameras, maybe their universal solar chargers, there's going to be links down in the description. Feel free to check them out. I have been really, really impressed with the WingHome products. So for now, I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.